Hello everybody, Spoon Nature. I'm Gary, and we have the turkey edition going on today. Turkey season starts next Wednesday, the 25th here in Indiana, and got the flintlock done, so all the other wheels are starting to roll. As I said, we're going to make a turkey call out of this. I'm going to be inventive, and then I came up with this one. I bought this Feather Flex decoy a long time ago, and it's got the stake, put that on there, and then the wind makes a move. We've seen that in action in my last year's hunting video. But I'm also going to attach this to it. I had this from a couple years ago that I got, so I'm going to attach this to that and make it look real. How's that? And also, if I get the chance, I got a box call. I made one that had some flaws with it, but I learned my mistake, so I'm going to make another one, and hopefully that one's going to turn out. So stick around because this is going to go fast. I got a lot of things figured out and just got to put it together, and it's going to go quick, I hope. So let's get started. Okay, the easy one is this. So since I'm going to be attaching the fan to it, we got to get rid of this tail because it's not going to look right. So Feather Flex being outstanding as it is, we're going to invert this just like a sock. Put it on the inside. Alright, hold her down until we think it's where it needs to be in life. Kind of like everything else. So here's what we have. Now we have the shortened version. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a block of wood in here, a small piece of wood, a piece of plywood maybe. I'm going to attach that with staples and drill a hole in it, and then I'll have a peg going through this. I'll just put the peg in there, and it's going to look something like that then. So first things first, let's get a block of wood for this boy. Yeah, so what we got. It's the white pine board, dried nice and light, kind of an egg shape. Has a little bit of work. You gotta sand it, try to fit it, and sand it some more. So what we're gonna do now is put some staples around this edge, and we're gonna do the same for this side. So we're gonna staple that in, so it's like that, and then the fan will attach. Alright, so staple that in, work on the fan. Okay, so as I often do with my projects, I started with one idea and then morphed it into something great. So this is it. Just been a coat hanger. The shape's still a little rough. Gonna get that finished out. The coat hanger, drill 2 holes, slide it in. I'll just slide it in here, and then the tail will just sit in there, kind of like a cradle. So I'll sandwich it in between the two. So all I gotta do now is drill 2 holes in the end and get that in there. Okay, so this is what we wound up with here. It's just, like I said, a nice little saddle. And then the fan will just sit in there. I got it in and pushed in just enough for tension, so it doesn't flop out. And we'll back this out now. That's what we got. And then this fan, take it in and out. Okay, this will still fold down into a nice little decoy. I'm pretty happy with this one. This turned out pretty good. Maybe 25 minutes. A little bit of thinking, a little bit of luck. We now have us a nice tom decoy. Alright, so I got this. I cut out some more stalks for muzzle loaders, and this was some cherry left over. Like I said, my second attempt, the first one had some flaws. I'm a lot smarter now. But I got the rough design drawn here, and there's a little bit of a split there, but I think that's going to add character, or it might be cut out completely. So what I did, my design, I figured a 1/4 inch on the sides. I want to work that down. There's going to be a 4.5 to 5 degree cut on the side, and so that's going to move that a little bit. I'm not sure where that's going to wind up. I got a nice little paddle handle drawn in, so I can grab a hold of it, and then draw the center line, and then using the bit that I'm going to be drilling this out in the center, I marked the center of that bit all the way along. That way it's nice and even, and then I'll come in with a chisel and knock that out. So that's the plan, and we're going to keep moving. Okay, so here's where my box line is going to end. So we take the outside of the bit and put it on the edge of that box. Put that pilot bit on the center line, and now give me a mark. And while it was on that mark, I draw a line on the outside. Move that over. I line up that side with my mark. Put that pilot on the ends, on the center line, and same thing. Draw that. There's my center line. So I'm just going to move down here. It looks like four tries is going to do it. Center line. It always helps to draw your other line though. So the last one, I'm just going to go ahead, and it's going to be bigger than the bit's bigger than what I need to take out. So I'll line the outside up with the edge of that line. Put the pilot bit on my center line, and that's going to be my final cut. So clear as mud, right? Let's get these drilled out now. Alright, so set my depth on this. There's the max of my drill bit my drill press travel. I'm going to raise it stable. See, that's how we're doing this. And that's going to set my depth so it'll be even all the way across. I'm going for about a 1/4 inch, you know, give or take an 1/8. There we go, that looks pretty good. I can always trim this off. So I'm going to tighten the table down there. Ooh, that was pretty close. Find my first mark, and we'll just start drilling. That is the winner. And you can see me just put the lid on. Didn't do any real work to it. Some important dynamics of this box. As you can see, the lid here, that oval is important, and this 4.5 to 5 degrees size is important. Getting a thinness up there that's where you want it. I got to do some sanding in there, but that turned out good. So we'll put some tongue oil on this, get it sealed, and then it's a done deal. We're going to move on to the slate call after this one, but really happy with this. Oh, another important feature is this here. It's got to be an arc from start to finish. It can't be flat. That really helps. slate call coming next. Okay, so I found this at Goodwill for 50 cents. It's a spoon rest for a stove in the kitchen. But I noticed it's made out of like a resin material, kind of soft. It's got a cool green stone pattern to it, nice camo. I brought it home and roughed it up with some sandpaper. I found me a peg that I had from another call, and this is what I found. So I had a great idea. We're going to cut this off right here, keep that oval, and we're going to inset it in a piece of black walnut. It's got a real beautiful grain. This is the knurl part of it. So we're going to set that in there and have a nice little friction call. I'm out of time for tonight, but we're going to do this maybe tomorrow, and I'm pretty excited about it. So stick around. Alright, good morning. So we're getting ready to start on this. Got a nice piece of walnut burl here, and we're going to inset into that this piece of resin. Not sure what it is. Got a really nice pattern on it. Like I said, it's almost camo. So it's going to be good stuff. We're going to be cutting this off right there, rounding it off a little more, and then we're going to carve this out and set it inside and probably sand it up and make it look really nice. And I'm excited about this because it's one of my favorite turkey calls, the friction call. So let's get started on this and see how it goes. Okay, we'll just take that out and do the easy work. Okay, so we're just roughing up the back of this now so we get a stick with the epoxy, and then we'll be gluing it in place. This project's coming along pretty quick now. Okay, so while we're waiting for that epoxy to set up, we're going to go ahead and make a striker. Got a nice piece of cherry here from 2 projects ago. Getting a lot of use out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and it's already got the wedge shape. This is how it come out. And I'm just going to go ahead and split it down the middle, and we're going to make some circles out of it. Yeah, so here's the basic shape we're going for. First thing I did was draw the center line. I drew a center line, the full length, and then I was able to come off that and get my dimensions. The wood's straight on this side, not on that side. So I go take a saw, cut on these outside marks, and then we're going to start making some shapes after that. Alright, so finished product, and I'm really happy with this turned out. Got all that nice grain in there, beautiful. On the bottom, there's the striker, solid cherry. It's not 2 pieces, this is all 1 piece, and I'm looking forward to using this now. Alright, so now the final test. There you go. We've got a working turkey call. That's really nice looking too. So I'll go ahead and continue conditioning this top material, getting that peg, and learn how to use it. That's going to be the key. We got 3 days. Turkey season comes in. Hopefully we'll see this in action. Good morning. Welcome to the Indiana 2022 spring turkey season. As you can see, the sun's getting ready to break. We got the decoys out. We got a good spot. So I'm out here today with my little brother Steve, and we're really hoping to find one. So sit back, and I hope this goes quick.
5 o'clock in the morning. Time to go to the turkey store. Here we're spooning with nature. Taking over for Brother Gary. I'm going to take out his cherry box turkey call he made. Heading to pick up Mark Garrison. He's my guide for the day. And we hope that we'll bring you some live action. Stay tuned, y'all. The old spooning with nature turkey call. Live action. The donkeys like it. Okay, so we're back at the turkey store. I got Gary's Michaels spooning with nature turkey call here. This is like attempt number 5,000 at getting these guys on camera, so sun's about up. We'll see what kind of luck we have today. So I got a big tom coming in on this box turkey call that Gary Michael from Spooning with Nature. We're about to bag us a tom, boys. Here we go. Stuck in my pocket. Oh yeah. There it is. That's gonna bring him to the dinner table, boys. We're live at the turkey store with Spooning with Nature.